Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone, with Bitcoin, and we are looking at the daily chart. And yes, we got that pullback in full effect. We were looking for a nice little bounce on the 21, and that's where we are at right now, which is around 22,500 is basically where we're looking to stay above. Closing under 22,500, we have a potential of going to further downside. So today, the daily, we need to make sure we close above 22,500 and we can look for some more upside tomorrow. Any closes, let's say an hourly under 22,400 or 22,500, sorry, with an open and close is going to initiate some moves to the downside. So be careful. And then around here is where you have your naked point of control. So by the end of the day, if we tap into this and then go sideways and up, it is totally reasonable. Another thing I want to point out, guys, you see the sell volume. Like, I know everyone is looking at this and is in like a little bit of a panic mode, but this is a very, very reasonable pullback. We're hitting the 21. Sell volume is declining. So we are almost at support for the next bounce. How high will the bounce go? We don't know, because we're kind of setting up a little bit of a head and shoulder scenario. Clear step up. But this next let's say, attempt to the top side, if we can get above 23,500 and start closing dailies above it, we can look for taking out this possible high and getting to our higher target around 26,500. Over here, I will turn on the indicators and just show you what was going on. So yesterday we were trying to break out. I drew this channel going like, hey, as long as we're in this channel, it's a bullish consolidation. And then we wanted to find support on the 21, which is exactly what's playing out. So now if you did get this long, congratulations. You should be comfortable as long as we're above 22,700, but 22,700 is the fib above the 21. So if that loses its support, you got the 21 as a bounce. And then worst case scenario, you have this golden pocket on the bottom. Once we lose this, obviously we're looking for lower, but this right now is providing the support we need. And that is a good thing. I just noticed this. Let me just adjust this real quick. And yes, this is not. Okay, I'm just gonna let that one go. I'll redraw it later. Right now, we are looking for the support here and resistance here, and we're just gonna ride it out until then. Alrighty, let's go to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour chart, we are finding support on our 200. 200 on a 4-hour is like the 21 on the daily, so it's kind of same points. And this bounce that's coming off is decent. 22,700 gave it to us. I think we can probably jump into this level over here, which is around 23,000, and then see if we can get to the 21, which is around 23,300. I think we have one more attempt into this area, which is around 23,300, to see if the downside pressure is real and is gonna keep us down or not. And if that does happen, then we are gonna probably roll over and follow this little channel. But this was an area to long on the bottom, and if it goes a little bit deeper, it's totally okay, because we do have this area that's gonna be basically sucking price action into it if we get rejected here. So if 22,300 doesn't let us claim it and we start rolling over and showing some signs of weakness, we can probably look for some support at this 22,000 area. If we do get to the top, I'm looking for a test of the 21, which is at 23,300. And then after that, the next level of resistance is this 23.5. And then we want to basically close above all these levels, which are urging down Once price action gets above these and start going sideways or closing above, these will start curling up and starting giving us the move to the upside. And it should be quick like this. It should be a quick move. So prepare yourself. Right now we are fighting the midline of this channel. We were not able to get above it. We lost it when we're finding some support on the lower. So, and it does look decent because it does look like people are accumulating it here. It's just we need to see if we can break above 23,000. And then if so, then the next target will be 23.3. Okay. Alrighty, and then this 23.3 that we're seeing, this 23.1 might be before it because that's the fit that is basically was giving us a little bit of support and then turned into resistance because we tried it too many times. So that's the one we got to break to the upside, and 21 is probably going to come to this in a candle or two closes. So keep that in mind. Let's go look at Ethereum. All right, so Ethereum getting pushed off the 200. I was really hoping that we were gonna stay sideways here and then launch up again. But the fact that we're rolling down here is giving me, once again, a head and shoulder scenario setup. So please be careful. This could be a shoulder, this could be a large head, and then we can get pushed down under the 21 and 55. This will become our resistance, and then we're gonna basically make another shoulder and then fill out this consolidation and break to the downside. So if that happens, be careful. As long as this is an ascending channel and we're following the channel, that's okay. Okay, so we can look for some upside. We need to be above this midline over here. As you can see, this stick-width line, this is the midline of this descending green channel, which was this buy. This was where we were supposed to buy for the long on the bottom of the green channel. This is where you want to short on the top of the ascending red channel. And now we're looking for support on the midline of this ascending red channel. But if this midline breaks, then obviously we're going to let it go all the way to the bottom and then see where it finds support. And this is the last level of support that we had, around 12,050, so or $1,250. So we got to see how it gets to that level and reacts. Take off all those indicators. So today we want to basically close above 1530. As long as we can find some support above 1530, that's great. One thing I want to point out, well, two things I want to point out. We are above the 55 EMA. The 21 EMA is above 55. This is, to me, just a liquidity hunt, a pullback, and then we are going to go back up. Okay, as long as this 21 just goes sideways now, I expect price action to find support here and then start mimicking its next climb. Another reason why I think that is right now, sell volume is declining. Okay, so as long as daily closes above this level right here, 1530, I'm expecting the next day to open and then start trying to climb. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some support here, resistance here, price action will squeeze, and then we'll break up. So this 100 EMA is going to come down a little bit while we consolidate between this 55 and 21 EMA. And then as this creeps down, we will finally find some sideways move, and then we'll pop up above the 100 EMA, which rejected here, but the second time we'll climb above it and use that as support to go higher and probably test into this 200 over time. So let's, oh, that's not the 200, that's another EMA. This is the 200 over here. So we'll probably test into this level over here next, around 2000. And then if you just turn on, the EMAs is one guide, but if you turn on your other indicators, you can see that we're looking for a little bit of resistance around 1800. After 1800 is broken, we'll go to 2000 and 21,000 or 21,000. Around 2,190 and around 2,000, and then that is also the top of the ascending channel where I'm looking for the resistance. So as price action moves along, I'm looking for my resistance at here and here for my short, or hedge short is what I want to say. And then if I'm taking a long here, I'm definitely time to take profit here on this midline. Once this midline got tested and act at support, I'll take my next profit here. So right now, this midline is where I'm watching on Ethereum. I do think we're going to find some support here. I do think we're going to come test up here over time. As I was saying, this was a head and shoulder here. Well, if you look at the larger picture, this is the inverse head and shoulder. So you could look at it both ways, but on the larger time frame, this does look like accumulation to the upside. And I can draw it out for you. What I'm saying is this. Not the sexiest one, but something like this is what I am looking for on a daily scale for Ethereum, and I'm looking for that support to come in right around here. Losing that level around here is when you get questionable, like how deep is this retrace going to be, and do I want to stomach the loss? So keep that in mind. This is what I'm looking for. I'm going to snapshot this. I'm going to send it to the Discord peeps. All right, and let's go to the 4-hour on Ethereum. I'm going to delete this out of the way. So that way we can see this channel. So on the 4-hour, as you can see, we are consolidating in that channel. And as long as this channel holds, I am still looking for upside. Once we break out of the channel and start closing outside of it, then okay, I can understand. But this right here, see the bottom of the green channel is a long for me. That's not a short. I wouldn't even have shorted these things other than on the top of my red channel. So this was the short I was gonna take. But since it met this and had the wick, I said there was somebody filling a big short here. And that's literally what happened. And then they pushed it down. They probably closed their short and probably going to accumulate. And the other thing was that when this was occurring, I instantly put up my channel going like, this is where I'm expecting the bear flag to come. And it actually played out exactly like that. So now the point of matter is, let's see if we can find some support here. And then what will happen is we're going to start another channel right here. Let me do it. Something like this is what I'm looking for. That, and then this channel is red because it's ascending. So this is where people are going to be looking for their shorts if they want to continue the short. So the 21 EMA, this midline, where all this intersection is right here, where this 55 EMA meets, or this 21 EMA, or the top of the channel. So let's just watch today and how it plays out, and I will share this with you guys as well. So I am sending these charts on the Discord group. So if you're in the Discord group, which is in the section below, please feel free to take a look and yeah, comment if you would like. If there's anything else you would want to ask me about what I'm doing, feel free. But it's just me drawing lines and fibs and looking for some confluence between those points. Right. And there you go. Okay, so I've set all this stuff up. I have shared it on our Discord group, and then now I am going to show you. Okay. Done. Okay, now I'm going to basically take off these indicators, and I wanted to point out a few things. So right now, Ethereum is kind of getting a little bit hurt with Bitcoin, but Ethereum needs to put in a sideways consolidation. And this month is Ethereum's upgrade, the merge. So I think a lot of FOMO and bullish sentiment will be going on Ethereum, especially after the upgrade is successful, because then proof of work will be over unless you are going to one of the other Ethereum fork chains like Ethereum Classic. But a lot of people are going to be staking Ethereum for their staking rewards. So a lot of demand might come in to buy Ethereum. So be ready for that, guys. That's something I was warning around 1200, and that's why this pop-up happened. I think that's why Ethereum was so bullish, because someone was accumulating prior to the merge. and they use the fear of those 3AC like bankruptcy as like a perfect buying opportunity. So yeah. Anyway, the point I'm trying to say is to the downside, guys. I think you should be very, very cautious under 1540. You might get a bounce over here at the 200, but the thing is, it's too close to that previous low that I don't know why I would just sweep it. So under this level over here, around 1530, I want to say under 1530. I am gonna say that this long should be backed off of, and you should wait to see if you find the bounce over here. And it's only another like $20-$30, but it might make a big difference because this bounce here might not occur and we might go a little bit deeper. So you might have the opportunity to test last week's low at 1350 and scoop up the long from here and then rise it. Like they might want to just take this liquidity here by poking it down a little bit and then going right back up. Any lower than here, we're gonna look for the previous month. So there's no point in assuming these naked point of controls will stop us. I would assume we're going right to test the monthly open, because the monthly open, if you look at it, it is a little bit of a test due to the fact that we had a nice, decent pull. I mean, a nice bullish engulfing-ish candle last week, and now we're testing, hey, are we gonna go up or down? And this month, as long as we can hold above 1460, would be freaking excellent for continuation to the upside. This right here is to show you, hey, people do want to sell or not. And at the end of this month, if we close like this, I'm expecting us to continue. I'm not looking for too much of a pullback, more than 1460-ish. And then at that level, I'm looking for a test back into this level around 2160. So we're looking for this month to either go sideways or up to 2160. And if we do go down, we do not want to lose our 1450 level, or it's going to be an issue. And then the funny thing is 1450, oh, we're at 1530, so that's like about $100 difference. So those are the levels I'm looking at right now for Ethereum. Everything else is just noise, consolidation, whatever you want to call it. On the 4 hour, it's kind of like untellable, but on the daily, it does look like we're coming down to the support level. I don't think we have too much volume or juice to break down further past this level. But if it does occur, I mean, I'm not expecting it to just stop over here. I'm expecting it to come all the way down and fill in the head and shoulder scenario. I mean, it's going to be very, very bearish, but it's going to come like here, okay, test up, and then break down. Completely sweep this liquidity. And then we're going to look for it back on our bottom targets. If you can weekly, we're looking for it then around here, 860-ish, and then under 860 is all these naked point of controls that obviously we don't want to go anywhere near, but the possibility of it coming into this area around here, around $500-$600, is very, very possible. And since this upgrade is occurring, if this upgrade fails, you see how this quick drop is happening? I was expecting us to get at least to here, at least to 2150, at least at 21 on the monthly, and then roll over after rejection. But it looks like we're being front run in a sense on the weekly. Oops. On the weekly. The daily looks like it's ready for a little bit of upside, but the weekly is saying, hey, I'm not done yet. And this week is kind of instrumental to see that, because if the sell volume is weak on this week and we close, then I'm looking for continuation to the upside. I think that this 1 week or 2 weeks of a pullback after 4 weeks up is completely reasonable. And then we can attempt the upside. Shake out all these FOMO weak hands, making a flag to the downside, and then rally it up is what I'm expecting. So that's what I'm looking for, guys, on Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've shared it. If you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me. If you have any other questions on other assets, feel free to reach out and I will cover them as I can. And other than that, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell button for notifications. And if you guys have any other things that you want to discuss, feel free to give me a holler. And don't forget to join our free Discord group, which is in the section below. All right, guys, have a great day, be safe, and I hope this was educational.